Jeff comes into the Oz Harvest office every Sunday at 8 o'clock to prepare for the day ahead.
This was picked up last night from a chain of chicken stores called Char Grill Charlie, and they'll be going out to an agency in the western suburbs today.
He packs food that has been donated by supermarkets, cafes, restaurants and bakeries, all of which will be redistributed to agencies that cater for the marginalised in society. Oz Harvest rescues food that would otherwise have ended up in landfill and ensures it goes to those who need it most. And, if the New South Wales Government has its way, more food will be saved and donated, a practice it is promoting through the launch of the Food Donation Toolkit on May 22. The toolkit was created in conjunction with activist organisation Do Something and instructs businesses on how they can donate leftover food. Managing Director of Do Something, John D, says the toolkit was created to encourage businesses to donate food to the less fortunate.
So we're very much hoping that by getting more companies to donate their surplus food, one, we help those people who are down on their luck, but at the same time we're hoping that when a business sees a neighbouring business donating surplus good quality food, that they will start doing the same thing. And that's one of the key aims of the toolkit.
Australians currently waste almost $8 billion worth of food a year, but groups like Oz Harvest are trying to change that. Stopping at Sydney suburbs from Dee Why to Penrith, Jeff picks up fruit and vegetables, meat, bread and tinned goods from donors willing to spare excess food that most people would think to throw in the bin. With their bright yellow vans and t-shirts, the Oz Harvest brand is instantly recognisable, with people often stopping to praise the good work that they do.
I think it's a magic thing to do.
It's very good, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Because when you have a party at home, you always wonder what you're going to do with it, don't you, at the end?
That's right.
And this is just a much larger scale. And when I read about it in the beginning, I thought, that's it.
Yeah,
so
that's
we've
exactly
been right with it.
Well, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Oz Harvest founder and CEO, Ronnie Khan, says the organisation has made a significant contribution to society.
We've saved over 4 million kilos worth of food from going to waste. And that's just in 7 short years, and that's just with 1 van and then 2 vans and 3 little vans and 4. So we know that for every kilo of food that we waste, we save 143 litres of water and 2 kilos of methane gases. That's a lot. Just after 6 months in business, we were told it was the equivalent of taking 1,000 vehicles off the road. Now, in the scale of things, 1,000 vehicles is nothing, but if we keep removing 1,000 vehicles, then we are making a difference.
Devoted staff and volunteers are the face of the organisation, a job that provides satisfaction that can't be found in the commercial world.
And I got to a point where I just really needed to do something useful rather than something corporate. So this is the sort of job where you can see on a daily basis, hour by hour, the good that it's doing.
It's easy to see where this satisfaction comes from when the first drop-off of the day is made to Christ Mission Possible in Penrith.
If we didn't have Oz Harvest as a partner, and if Oz Harvest didn't do what they do, we would struggle to fill this gap. But in saying that, Oz Harvest are around, and Ronnie and her team do a great job, and we're very blessed to have that partnership in place.
This donation will feed upwards of 500 people for the week, illustrating just how important food rescue charities are. Newtown Mission also receives food 4 to 5 times a week from Oz Harvest, and the joy that each delivery brings is evident in their reaction to getting a visit from the big yellow van.
Did you see this one? That could be dark chocolate.
That's for Brian.
That's for Brian's dinner. Ducky dark chocolate, right?
See ya.
Thanks, Bruce. See ya.
Pastor Brian Unterheiner says with food taken care of, it allows funds to be freed up for other projects.
So she supplies us with virtually everything we need now, and so a lot of our funding, a little bit of funding that we do have, which is through donations, is actually put back into the more essential things, and so we can make pay for the bills really. And so Ronnie just supplies everything else food wise.
OzHarvest also emphasised the importance of relationships, not just food.
We don't just drop the food and run. It's about assessing the needs of what that organisation needs, sharing, offering, conversation, discussion. So it is quite a meaningful relationship from our points of view.
Despite the toolkit's success, John D isn't content to stop there, already planning for the future.
But the next stage that Do Something and the New South Wales Government are looking at is how do we now get that toolkit into the hands of businesses, and so we're going to work with a number of different industry associations to make sure that all the restaurants, hotels and small retailers get this information and put it to good use.
James Maddy, UTS News.